Amid a report of fresh Chinese fortifications in the Galwan Valley, even as military level and diplomatic level talks are on between India and China, Army Chief General Manoj Mukund Narawane will brief the political leaderships about the situation on ground at the LSC in eastern Ladakh. He has returned after a two-day trip to the East Ladakh theatre. General Naravane's assessment about the PLA postures on LSC will be critical for the political leaderships if the matters go south.
In the past 2 days, Army Chief General Narawane had on-the-spot assessment about the 4 standoff points with the PLA in East Ladakh, apart from directing the troops to tighten patrolling of all the 65 points on the LAC with support of Indo-Tibetan Border Police (ITBP). In the past 1 week, more battalions of specialized forces trained for the Tibet theatre along with ITBP battalions have been inducted to ensure that any attempt by the bellicose PLA is foiled. General Naravane's assessment about the PLA postures on LAC will be critical for the political leadership if the matters go south. The Army Chief will also hold discussion with Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, Air Force and Navy Chiefs on the Indian posture to be adopted in the air as well as in the sea. Beside, any force requirement on the ground will be handled by General Rawat and the Defence Ministry. With the Chinese propaganda machine firing on all cylinders and the Indian public flooded with satellite images of the theatre duly analysed by strategists, General Narawane will also have the answer question on so-called new Chinese fortification on Galwan sector. While the situation on ground remains tense in Ladakh, there have been no flare-ups on the LAC since June 22nd senior military commanders meeting, and stalemate prevails in the area. Both sides are heavily deployed, with the Chinese playing the carrot and stick move in military and diplomatic meetings. With significant force deployment on the front and in-depth areas, it is evident that PLA wants to drive Indian army to the wall and precipitate a crisis by continuously blaming India for Galwan flare-up. The same tactic was used by another paramount leader in the run-up to 1962 war. Bureau Report.
India and China got down the hard business of diplomatic negotiation to resolve the issue of Chinese intrusions and military build-up in the eastern Ladakh, with the Ministry of External Affairs saying both sides promised to implement the understanding on disengagement and de-escalating of the issue that reached the senior commander on June 6. There is a studied silence in the Indian camp as they are unsure whether China's words and deeds will match. It has been observed that in one-to-one meeting with the Indian authority, China agrees to disengagement, but publicly its external affairs and defense ministries voice a different note. A report.
While the working mechanism for consultation and coordination on India-China border affairs met, there is no illusion in the highest level of the Indian government about the Chinese disengaging in any meaningful manner. Senior figure in government regard the current crisis as more serious than Doklam. China, they believe, wants to fundamentally change the way India sees itself and how it deals with the world by forcibly changing status quo on the ground. At the diplomatic level, however, the two sides emphasize the importance of respecting the LAC. In an official readout, the MEA said the Indian side conveyed its concern on the recent development in eastern Ladakh, including on the violent face-off in Galwan Valley area on June 15th that has resulted in casualties. However, in Beijing, China openly blamed India for both the clashes as well as institutions. Meanwhile, high-resolution satellite image appeared to show the presence of Chinese structure on both sides of line of actual control in the Galwan River Valley. Earlier, satellite image of 22nd May showed the presence of a single tent at patrol point 14. But the new images, however, appeared to show possible defensive Chinese position at the site. The new images also show shelters or accommodations having been constructed along the rock face leading up the LAC. These were absent earlier. The images show a clear movement of heavy vehicle which indicate that they have an intention to stay deployed in the area. Chinese military has also deployed a sizable number of its troops in Galwan Valley, the site of the violent clash on June 15 that left 20 Indian soldiers dead. The erection of a surveillance post by China in the area had triggered the clashes. However, Chinese troops have again put up some structure around patrolling point 14 in the area. notwithstanding India's stiff opposition. Beside Pangong Tso and Galwan Valley, the two armies are also locked in a standoff in Demchok Gogra Hot Spring and Daulat Beg Oldi in eastern Ladakh. A sizable number of Chinese army personnel transgressed into the Indian side of the LAC. China has also increased the number of troops and weaponry in several other key sectors along the line of actual control in Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim and Uttarakhand. It has been reported. The increase in military buildup by China along the LAC, the de facto border between the two countries, comes amid bilateral diplomatic and military talks. On the other hand, India is also bolstering its military presence along the 3,500-kilometer LAC with China. The army has already sent thousands of additional troops to forward location along the border in the last 1 week. The IAF has also moved a significant number of its frontline Sukhoi 30 MKI, Jaguar, Mirage 2000 aircraft and Apache attack helicopter to several key air bases, including Leh and Srinagar following the clashes. In such a scenario, India's military leadership is looking at the process of the talk with cautious optimism, though there is a belief that there are unlikely to be any instant solution given the extent of territorial differences across Ladakh. Bureau Report.